Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Sampling Samples. This month, of course, is Montale month. So yes, we're going to be delving into another Montale scent today. I've been testing out a few of their whole line. It's almost impossible to tackle their whole line, but I'm trying. Early morning this morning, I'm having my coffee, as you can see here. My whole household is asleep, so shh. Baby's asleep. Yeah, everybody's asleep, and I had Montale on my brain. I had to shoot this video, so I'm doing it early morning. So let's get to it. Today I'm tackling Oud Velvet. Now, Oud Velvet is one of my subscribers, fellow reviewer Renee. I know you're watching. I know you're watching, buddy. I just wanted to do a quick shout out here. I just wanted to. He's not only a reviewer, he's more of a friend than a reviewer. A lot of these reviewers, we do keep in touch quite a bit. They're more friends than anything. That's what I love about this community, but I just wanted to really just touch base with him because I know he's watching. I just wanted to say you're doing a beautiful job on your channel. Really enjoy your content. I was just recently on your channel and I noticed something. You hit the 1,000K subscriber mark, so congratulations, buddy. Really, you definitely deserve 1,000 subscribers. Actually, much more than that. And I just wanted to say, like, somebody like Renee is really passionate about this hobby of ours, just like myself. And we go back and forth. We bounce ideas off each other. We talk about our favorite fragrances or stuff that we just recently discovered. And I know Renee's huge into Montale right now. He's just eating up this line, and I know that's why he's watching. But I just wanted to shout him out. I'm going to put his link down below. If you don't know who I'm talking about, go subscribe. This guy, not only a friend, fellow reviewer, great nose, and he's passionate. You can tell, like, someone like him just breathes like fresh air into the community. Just he kind of reminds me of Hero, just because Hero was always like on to the next thing. Like, he was excited about it, he wanted to shoot it, and Renee reminds me of him very much so, that he's just excited and passionate about this whole hobby. So if you want somebody that's honest and knows his stuff and loves this stuff so much, and he loves interacting with everybody, go check out his stuff. Link down below. Renee's such a great guy, and I know you're watching, and I know that Oud Velvet's one of your favorites, and I just want to apologize already, because this Sampling Samples, I don't feel exactly the same way as you about it, but he knows just as much as I know that not everybody can be on the same wavelength as every fragrance is involved. So let's take a look at Oud Velvet. Now, the big notes in Oud Velvet, of course, oud. We got some florals and vanilla. So a lot of the florals, ylang ylang, orange blossom, orange flower, tiara flower, which is something new to probably a lot of us out there, is very interesting note in this fragrance. So my impressions of Oud Velvet. First thing you smell in Oud Velvet is the florals and some sweetness. So you're going to get a lot of that. The intro came off kind of feminine to me, and it will to a lot of people. It depends what your taste is. You guys know that I go, you know, I'll delve into the feminine fragrances, unisex, whatever. But to me, it will turn many men off this scent. Women, definitely check out the scent. It's a good one. I could stand it as far as the scent. Like, I could wear this out, no problem. But it may bother a lot of you. All the florals here have a small part or a large role into the fragrance, depending which ones you're talking about. The ylang ylang have a small part in this one, in this intro. I could definitely smell the orange blossom, orange flower. It's not as pungent as other fragrances. The orange blossom usually sometimes really lifts a fragrance. In this one, it had a small role, but mostly the floral that I was getting was the tiara flower. And correct me if I'm wrong, the tiara flower almost has like a sweetness to it too, so it added a little bit of sweetness to this fragrance. The florals almost felt tropical, which of course the tiara flower does, and the orange blossom kind of gives you that tropical-like feel, because it kind of gives you that orangey-like feel, kind of almost like I was in Hawaii. Hawaii just came to mind when I smelled this fragrance. This is all met with an oud note. Now the oud note in this fragrance wasn't big and pungent, to be honest. It was the backbone of this fragrance, and you're going to smell it all the way through the fragrance. It started right in the intro, you could smell it, so it kind of gave it some manliness. Oud always does this. It will man up a fragrance pretty quickly. But it's much softer than most oud-based fragrances that I've encountered with Montale. In the dry down, the florals kind of scale back. The tiara flower stays put, but the other ones, ylang ylang and orange flower, kind of scale back. They were already scaled back in the intro, but they're scaled back much more in this backbone of this fragrance. The dry down, the oud kind of throws itself up a little bit, and it gets a little more woody in this base. Really nice. I really like the dry down more than the intro, even though the intro is kind of a superstar for a lot of people just because of that tropical, light floral feel. It makes the scent a little more masculine in the dry down, honestly more unisex, but not enough for some, sadly. I really see this being a problem with a lot of the men out there, so definitely sample first on this one, definitely. Staying power, this is probably the main focus on Oud Velvet. Is your signature Montale beast mode longevity projection. Outstanding longevity and projection with this one. This one gets like 5 stars out of 5 on the longevity and projection. I can't even say how long this stuff lasted on me. 12 plus hours, which is what I'm looking for from a Montale. It really just took over the whole room. It engulfed the room when I walked into it. So really outstanding, and that means less sprays is more with this one, definitely. Let's delve into the good and the bad of the fragrance. The good in this one was the blend. I really like how everything came together. The uniqueness of the florals that were used in this fragrance was really interesting. The bad, it might be too feminine for some. I really didn't see much as far as bad goes. It's an excellent fragrance, but really tippy-toeing more in the feminine than the men, honestly. My final take, is this bottle worthy? Another sample or a pass? For me, it's another sample on this one. I'm not quite sold yet on Oud Velvet. Honestly, I keep hearing great things about it, so usually when I keep hearing great things about fragrance, these little samples gives you 2 wearings and then you're done. I wished I had more, so that reminds me I need to get another sample. I'm not on the bandwagon yet, so I'm just going to give it another try. If you enjoy the tropical feel of the tiara flower in this fragrance, and I know a lot of you do, go check out another fragrance from Montale that also has the tiara flower. It's called Intense Tiara, and it pairs that floral with a coconut note. Really intensifies that tropical feel that you feel in this introduction of this fragrance. It kind of really just meshes it all together. So definitely check out that fragrance. I know perhaps Renee's going to go check that one out. If you like coconut in your fragrances, this one intensifies that tropical feel in a fragrance. In a sea of Montales, this one I was impressed with the staying power, which I usually am with Montales, but I feel like it may get lost in the shuffle, especially for men. This might not be like a top 5 or top 10 for you. It all depends on your taste. For me, not bottle worthy, but I am interested, so it did pique my interest. I'm gonna get another sample on this one. As far as stars go, I'm not blown away, but I'm not that disappointed. It's gonna be middle of the road. I'm gonna give this one a 3 stars out of 5. An excellent scent, and I really feel like it's definitely sample worthy, not blind buy worthy, definitely not. So go check it out, and thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna have another Montale available to you. I believe it's gonna be Wild Oud next, so that one's gonna be an interesting one. So keep it tuned in. Thanks for watching, guys.